Dear friends, today I want to reflect with you on a question I have struggled with for a long time. Why does it so often feel like evil is winning? When we look around our societies, we see things that are deeply troubling. Leaders with great power yet little integrity. Companies rewarded for short-term gain instead of long-term good. Political systems that create division rather than wisdom. And ordinary people working faithfully every day who remain poor and unheard. It can feel as if greed, manipulation, and ruthlessness are not only tolerated, but rewarded. So why does evil seem to rise? I've read reflections from many thinkers, and this is what I've come to understand. The myth of the villain. We like to imagine the world as a story of heroes and villains, but research from psychologist Roy Baumeister reveals something unsettling. Almost no one believes they are the villain. Not corrupt leaders, not unethical executives, not those who cause real harm. Most people believe they are justified. This does not excuse their actions, but it changes how we respond. Evil rarely begins as pure darkness. It often begins with justification. When good intentions twist. Psychiatrist Richard Schwartz explains that harmful behavior often comes from wounded parts of ourselves trying to protect us. Control grows from fear, ambition covers shame, aggression hides insecurity. C.S. Lewis once wrote, "Evil is something good that has been twisted out of shape." Leadership becomes domination, confidence becomes pride, justice becomes vengeance. Pain that is not examined becomes ideology, and ideology that is not questioned can become cruelty. The role of systems. The problem isn't only individual, systems matter. Political scientist Robert Axelrod studied how people cooperate and found that the most effective long-term strategy is what he called generous tit for tat. Start with cooperation, respond firmly when trust is broken, then return to cooperation. Kindness works when it has boundaries in marriages, workplaces, governments, and communities. Systems that reward exploitation create exploiters. Systems that reward trust create trustworthy leaders. Sometimes when evil seems to rise, the incentives are simply wrong. The personal struggle. For those who have been hurt, this is not theory, it is personal. When you've been betrayed, used, or silenced, understanding wounds is not easy. Remember this: compassion does not mean allowing abuse. Forgiveness does not remove accountability. Faith does not mean passivity. Understanding motives helps us respond wisely. Justice addresses actions. We need both. What can we actually do? Here are 5 guiding principles. 1. Separate motives from actions. Understanding fear does not excuse harm, but it helps you respond with clarity, not emotion. 2. Set clean boundaries. A calm, firm no is powerful. 3. Examine your own shadows. The corruption we condemn in others can quietly grow in us. 4. Build better incentives. In families, workplaces, and communities, reward integrity, not just success. 5. Stay steady. Outrage makes noise. Integrity stands firm. Does evil really win? Cruelty moves fast, fear spreads quickly, manipulation gets attention, but lasting influence requires trust, and trust cannot grow without integrity. Evil often looks like it is winning because it is loud and dramatic, but systems built on fear eventually collapse. Leaders driven by insecurity eventually overreach. Movements driven by resentment eventually turn on themselves. The deepest struggle is not only good versus evil out there, it is within us. To remain compassionate without being naive, to stay strong without becoming cruel, to stay engaged without becoming hardened. True victory is not domination. True victory is character. And character grows slowly, but it is powerful.